Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sonic 2's Sky Chase Zone. This looks nothing like the trailer. Yeah, this is coming in the wake of the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 trailer release, and yeah, it's fucking sad every time I think about the Sonic the Hedgehog movies. Like, the first trailer for the first movie looked absolutely awful, and then they went and they changed the character model, but I just didn't think the movie was going to be good anyway, because I didn't think the character models were the biggest problem. Like, yes, it did look awful, but I've been around the block, I've seen worse. So I was willing to let the model thing slide, but nothing about that original trailer or any of the trailers that followed made the movie look like it was going to be any good. Like, I thought it was going to be a whole bunch of extremely awful, and I didn't think it was going to be humorous in a good way. I thought it was going to be humorous in an extremely cringy way. But color me wrong in the end. Like, I did think, like, once the movie came out, that it was okay for what it was, which, you know, what's a grown man like me going to a movie meant for kids anyway, or younger audiences. But Sonic the Hedgehog movie, you know, I didn't do any commentary about it after the fact, but I thought the Sonic movie was okay. I found Sonic's character relatively endearing, and everything that happened with Dr. Robotnik, Eggman, Jim Carrey. It was good. Not quite the sort of humor I expect out of Dr. Eggman in the video games, but I laughed. I thought it was a good time. Oh no, Tails! And with the release of the trailer for the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie, it actually looks good, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to it more than the upcoming Sonic game. And again, it's just like, after basically 10 years of awful Sonic games, it's just like, or awful to mediocre Sonic games, is just like, why do we expect any better from this franchise at this point? Especially what people are assuming is going to be an open world style game. It's just like, I've played open style world fan games and quite frankly didn't like any of them. So, if fan games can't make the idea enticing, why should I even begin to trust the possibility that Sonic Team themselves can do it right? Anyway, we caught up to Dr. Robotnik's Wing Fortress, this flying airship level. Made our way up into the front area and finally be able to confront him, but it looks like he's got us caught in a trap. He's gonna shoot us with a laser, which means nothing to Supersonic. Stop it. Also, I'm gonna take the extra life capsule you were hiding in the cockpit. And now he's getting away, jumping in his rocket. And Tails, in the time since he fell to Earth after he was shot down, managed to improve our airplane with a rocket booster on the bottom of it. So yeah, Tails is not just any old two-tailed fox buddy. He's also smart enough to know how to attach a rocket to a plane. which allowed us to catch up with Dr. Robotnik's rocket as it heads up into outer space and goes to the Death Egg, which is kind of a disappointingly short level, if you can even call it a level. It comprises of 2 bosses. This, the first of Sonic's robotic doppelgangers, Mecha Sonic. Not Silver Sonic, Mecha Sonic, I think is what he's officially called. And I think even then, some later materials would actually refer to him more like Robo Sonic. But yeah, that was the first of the robotic doppelgangers. And, well, it can be a bit of a difficult fight if you don't know how to cheese it. But I did, and here we are. And, oh. That didn't end well. Let's try that again. Yeah, take 2. Mecha Sonic, or what people call Silver Sonic, even though the only thing that was ever actually called Silver Sonic was the Sonic robot from the Game Gear version of this game. That is Silver Sonic. This is just Mecha Sonic Mark 1, I'm guessing. And then we'll meet like Mark 2 in the next games. But after we get rid of him, we have to face against the Death Egg robot, which has become, much like a lot of things nostalgic in this stupid franchise, something overused to the point of freaking absurdity. It's just like, it's a thing, it does what it does, and it's... And it has a hitbox that is kind of hard to get at because he's got spiky hands in the way. And since we don't have any rings, I'm kind of... I'm not eager to try and hit him multiple times when it's kind of a crapshoot whether or not I'll be able to hit him. So yeah, this is the pattern of things that I'm doing to go about fighting this particular Death Egg robot. I want to call it the the Mecha Eggman, or the Eggman Robo, or Metal Robot. I don't know. I just... Death Egg Robot seems utterly generic a name for something that is very decidedly built in Dr. Robotnik's own image. I mean, it's an apt description. It is a robot that you fight on the Death Egg, but it looks like it's something I should be either calling Metal Robotnik or Mecha Eggman. But no, they reserve that name for the thing from the OVA. Anyway, he is well and truly defeated, and thus the Death Egg is, I guess defeating that robot for some reason causes the Death Egg to go kablooey. I don't know why. The Tails and their friends look on in wonder. Did Sonic make it out all right? Well, we gotta get in our plane and find out, because that's what good friends do. Go up there and find Sonic. Does he need to be saved? No, not at all. The 7 Chaos Emeralds in hand, Sonic turns into Super Sonic and is come back down to Earth safe and sound, all by himself. And this is a pretty good ending tune to end the game on, all things considered. And I can understand why it's kind of not as pleasing to get the good ending, since it's just like, I'm Super Sonic, I didn't need your help, Tails. where, like, if you didn't get the good ending with all the Chaos Emeralds, Tails would have to come along and actually catch Sonic midair and save him from his apparent demise. You know, best friends doing the best that they can for each other. But, I don't really care about it either way. But that was Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Again, I can understand why this is everyone else's favorite Sonic game to a degree, or why it's a highly regarded Sonic game, all things considered. Like, it improved upon the first game by an exceptional margin. Like, the difference between Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 is incredibly immense, and I get that Sonic 2 just has a lot more satisfying elements as a consequence of how much it improved. But I don't know. I would rather play Sonic 1 than this. Like, I can see all the good things about this game, and I can understand why it's a lot of people's favorite Sonic game. But for me personally, out of all the classic games, this is the game that I come back to the least, because in the sense that this was the game that really drove Sonic the Hedgehog home as a household name, as, you know, the master of blast processing. Like, I don't know. In that sense, it feels like the most generic of the classic Sonic games. Like, some people would say, I consider this generic and not Sonic 1. The thing about Sonic 1 is that because of the way that it's designed and built, and with all its limitations in mind from the fact that it is the first Sonic game, it feels a little bit better for me to come back to over Sonic 2 because of those limitations, and it feels more unique in that sense. But that's just me, and, this is interesting. The Death Egg is gone and blown up and crashed into something. I wonder what. Huh. I wonder what that is back there. Well, unfortunately, we're not going to find out until next game what this all leads to. Because the Death Egg saga continues. But before we do the next game, there's something I mentioned earlier regarding a pit. Yeah, in this version of the game, that pit that I went past in Mystic Cave Zone, in this version of the game, that pit is actually a transport to the hidden stage, Hidden Palace. Now, this is something from the prototypes of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I think it was like what is ultimately titled the Simon Y prototype. A level that was never really completed, but had all of its assets there and some geometry, but was never completed and ultimately removed for the finalized versions of Sonic 2. But for the sake of, you know, a little Easter egg, a little extra bonus, the people who did this remake of Sonic 2 actually created this zone whole cloth for this game. I think it's slightly structurally different from the prototype, and it actually has an ending, because in the prototype version it was unfinished, only went to a certain point, and then just ended. There was nothing beyond that. But this does have an ending to it, and an extra boss that they came up with for it. So I decided I was going to show this off. And some of you are probably thinking, well, why didn't you show it off while you were playing the game and just drop down to that pit? Well, I did also kind of want to show off the boss of Mystic Cave Zone, as pathetic as that was. And ultimately, since I'm supersonic, it's gonna be pathetic again, because the boss here isn't gonna do me any dirty. Isn't gonna do me dirty either. I'm just gonna go supersonic and wipe him out. That's the way I do it. Get these stupid things off me. Also, these big green gems around that we just smash all over the place is just like, you'd think those were like preliminary versions of what would later be called the Master Emerald, but we won't get to that until the next games. Okay, die. But yeah, that was Hidden Palette Zone for the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 decompilation, and that is the end of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Devasia mentality. Coming up next, it's Sonic 3 in one shape or form or another. So with that all said and done, I'd like to thank absolutely everyone for watching. As always, there will be links in the description below to my various social media outlets as well as my coffee page. This is the Devasia mentality out.